Chase was born at 25 weeks. I went into labor, didn't have any issues or complications before he was born, just went into labor. Got to the hospital at about 7:30 in the morning, and 9:44 a.m. he was born.
Once they got him breathing, they were actually willing to let me come over there and hold his hand, and his hand wouldn't even wrap around my pinky. That's how tiny it was, and I couldn't believe it, how small he was.
You kind of think anytime a baby's born, they come out being plush and cute, and they cry. We didn't get to hear him cry. Good stuff.
My dad actually took a video of the helicopter taking off with Chase. For me, it's definitely, one of those pretty tear-jerking moments. There were about 3 different doctors that came through that got to see Chase right off the get-go, and one of them was Dr. Josephsen. He could definitely tell that my wife and I were pretty scared at that time. He said this isn't the way that it was supposed to be, or the way he had planned it to be, but we're all in this together now.
We had some feeding issues that were kind of, it was basically what was keeping him in the hospital. And when you have a preemie, you want your baby home. You're tired. At that point, I think we were exhausted. We were just over it. We got some bad news that day, and Dr. Josephsen wasn't even, I don't think he was on Chase's rotation that day, but somehow he had found out. And so on my way home, as I'm, just having one of my daily meltdowns in my car on the way home, I get a phone call from a number I don't recognize, so I don't answer. I just let it go to voicemail. Then, of course, I listen to it right away, and it's Dr. Josephsen, and he's telling me, don't stress out over this. I think he knew my personality and that I would stress out over it. So he told me, don't stress out over this, and that, we will get through this. And just by him saying we, it made a huge difference in making me feel once again that I wasn't alone. When Chase had his PDA ligation, we were kind of putting it off. I was praying it wouldn't be needed. Dr. Josephsen came in and told me that he thought it was time and that today was the day because all the necessary doctors were there. So of course I kind of lost it, and he sat down with me. He said if this was happening to one of his kids, he would have been reacting the same way I was. And I think when you have a kid in the hospital, you kind of wonder, am I turning this into a bigger deal than what it is? And he made me feel like I wasn't. Thank you, Dr. Josephsen. You'll always be a part of Chase's journey. Can't think of his journey at Colonel Glennon without thinking about you. So thank you and congratulations.
If it wasn't for your knowledge, your help, everything you've done, the amount of care that you've given our son, I could truly say that he is where he is today because of you. I just want to thank you and congratulations.